And we welcome you into the Raleigh County Convention Center, Day 2, game number 7 of this 8th annual New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores and by Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers, as we've got a battle of the cats. It's the Wildcats from Logan taking on the Bobcats from Summers County. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and we're glad to be bringing you this action streaming live here on Video Productions. And Eric, we had 2 good games that you and I got to call last night, and we're expecting that again tonight. As we mentioned, a battle of the cats. It'll be Logan. They enter the ball game 2-4, taking on Summers County. They are 3-3. And then the nightcap tonight, we had Westside last night. We'll see them again tonight, taking on James Monroe. So we think we've got 2 really good, exciting basketball games in store for you tonight.
Yeah, you know, in our extensive time doing games, Maris, this is probably the first meeting between these 2 schools.
Yeah, I don't ever recall, you're right, Eric, in all the years that you and I have been around the whole state of West Virginia, and particularly here in southern West Virginia, because for years Summers County was always in the smaller class division, if not single A, double A, and Logan was in the bigger division. Since the population throughout West Virginia has dwindled, now both of these are both double A schools. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's really hard to believe, and, you know, that has something to do with how cold is. Logan was really big and down in that area with coal, and, you know, when that goes away, it takes away population.
Yeah, both of these teams going through the warm-ups. As I mentioned, Logan 2-4. They're coached by Mark Hatcher, one of the real good guys. As a matter of fact, Eric, he told me when I was getting some information, he said he remembered you from your playing days, and he said he really appreciated watching us and listening to us, and I told him I really appreciated that.
Yeah, and it's a labor of love for us. Like you say, we both like to do these games. I love basketball, and it's always fun to be in the gymnasium watching and getting to call it and getting to observe it as we do it.
For Logan, their 2 wins. They defeated Wayne, and they defeated a team out of Kentucky. Their 4 losses, they lost to Scott, Buffalo, Westside, and they lost to Huntington Prep, but I don't think it was Huntington Prep's main team. But they're 2-4. Summers County enters the game 3-3. Robert Bowling is the coach for the Bobcats at Summers County, and their 3 wins are against Richwood and Nicholas County and Midland Trail. Their 3 losses are against Graham, Pikeview, and James Monroe.
Yeah, and you know, Summers County, I don't know a lot about them, but, usually down in that area have some ball players, man. So this is going to be a good first time getting to see them in a long time. As, of course, when I played, we battled the old Hinton High School right downtown, and it was always a battle anytime you went and played them.
You know, Eric, whether this is fair or not, I think that most people around the state of West Virginia that has followed high school basketball for any length of time, if you mention Summers County, they would think the girls team. Like I said, whether that's fair or foul, and I think that is fair. That's not to disrespect the boys team or any other sport that they have at Summers County, but the girls basketball program at Summers County has been good for a long periods of time.
Oh, yeah, and, a dominant program. That's one of those, when you talk about the Summers County girls team, you can put them up there as far as runs with, like, the Norfolks and, of course, Beckley. In the 90s, the
Mullins
runs they went on, Mullins.
So,
that's not a disrespect to the young men, but you got to build your legacy, right?
That's right.
And it can start tonight with a big win over Logan.
That's for sure. Both teams still going through the warm-ups. We'll take our first commercial break, and we'll be right back with more pregame. Get you the starting lineup, the opening tip right around the corner, as it is Logan 2-4 taking on Summers County 3-3, streaming live here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do at Little General Stores. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride, rooted in West Virginia and built for the backwoods. Little General Stores, fuel your adventure for West Virginia.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Start the year in drive right now. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on 2026 Silverado 1500 models with over $7,000 in total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
And we welcome you back into the Raleigh County Convention Center. The warm-up's still going on as we get ready for this next game, which is Summers County 3-3, Logan 2-4. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, as I mentioned, this is day 2. This is game 7. Tonight we have game 7 and game 8. So game 7 is the matchup we're getting ready to bring you. But what's already happened earlier today, the 2:45 game, Martinsburg, they will leave this event with a 1-1 record, losing to South Charleston last night in the game you and I had. They defeat Princeton earlier this afternoon, 71-53. And actually, that was a tight game. Now, I caught the second half of that game, and it was like a 6-point lead. And then I think I got up to get a lineup, and I turned around. Next thing I know, it was a 20-point game just like that.
Yeah, Martinsburg probably went on a run, and can't put my finger on the Princeton team because if you look, they got a couple good individual players. They just need to put it together as a team. They have one of the most athletic guys that you will see in the state.
Yeah, and Mosser, and I tell you what, they had 3 really good football players playing basketball, and maybe that didn't translate as well, or at least it has, at least up to now for Princeton.
Yeah, but it's not Mosser that I'm thinking about. It's a tall
I'll think of his name here in a minute, and you're right, he's really good.
He's not really aggressive enough. I think he needs to get after it a little more.
But Mosser did play today where he hadn't been playing earlier in the year. But anyway, Martinsburg won that 71-53. And then the game before us, Eric, it was Greenbrier East. They beat Nicholas County 67-42.
Yeah, that Greenbrier East team's been on a roll. They're playing good basketball, and we knew they were going to be a handful. With the guys that they had, they have some athletes on that team. That a couple of them played football, and it translates on the basketball court.
Yeah, and I think with the new classifications, the way they set it up now, I think AAA, all classes are competitive, but AAA probably the most competitive.
The most. If you look at the Shady team, of course, Greenbrier East. Here's Southern West Virginia. You got Greenbrier East and Shady. That's going to be a good matchup down the road to watch.
As I take a look at Logan, Summers County's already left the floor, but I did a game last year. Logan played at Shady, and I remember some of the players that's on this current roster for Logan that played last year. But I start put my thinking cap on to think the last time I did a boys Summers County basketball game, and it's been a while since the last time I had the privilege of broadcast a boys basketball game that Summers County was involved in.
Yeah, and it's been a long time, as I stated, since I really been around the Summers County program, so I'm anxious. That's what's good about these tournaments. You'd never get a Logan Summers County matchup probably ever.
Right.
And this is going to be good for both programs.
All right, the officials are leaving the floor, and Summers County's already left the floor. Logan just going to their bench. We'll take one final pregame break. We'll come back, give you the starting lineups and the opening tip right around the corner as we're streaming live here in the 8th Annual New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores and Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers here on Video Productions.
The purpose of New River Health is to provide primary medical care to individuals who may not have insurance. We don't turn anybody away based on their ability to pay.
It's just high quality, affordable care close to home.
The administration here lets me take care of patients. If I think it's important to take care of patients in a certain way, they say, go right ahead. And that has really allowed me to sort of branch out and do the right thing for patients in the community.
We see these people every day. They're our neighbors. That's why it's important to us that we treat them as if they're family, because they are our family.
Hey, grab me one too.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Start the year in drive right now. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on 2026 Silverado 1500 models with over $7,000 in total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, wearing his sunglasses, Eric. He's doing his best Corey Hart imitation, wearing his sunglasses at night. How about that?
Yeah, he's too young to remember that classic tune, but that brings back some 80s memories.
Yeah, big-time 80s memories. All right, we're getting ready for the Battle of the Cats. The Wildcats of Logan are the home team. They'll be wearing the gold uniforms trimmed in blue and white, and the visiting team, the Bobcats of Summers County, wearing black uniforms trimmed in orange. And for the starting lineup for Summers County, here's Eric.
Okay, Maris, Summers County will roll out like this. They'll go with Michael Wiley, Robbie Brown, Gabe Franklin, Damian Fullen, and Cody Snaley. And
for Logan, this is how they will go. Logan, Eric, has 5 players that average in double figures, but 2 of them come off the bench, or at least will tonight. And Logan will go with Mason Spence and Keegan Vance. They will also go with Alex Good, and they will go with Lucas Lambert. He's their leading scorer at 24 a game. And then they will also go with Adam Basin and Landon Hall. So it'll be Spence, Vance. I beg your pardon, Vance is not a starter. So I thought I gave you 6. No, it's Spence, Good, Lambert, Basin, and Hall. Those are the starting 5 for Logan. And as Eric told you, it'll be Snaley, Fullen, Franklin, Brown, and Wiley for Summers County. By the way, Brown is Summers County's leading scorer at 20 a game.
Hey, that's putting it in the hole. And who'd you say was averaging 24 for
Logan?
Lambert?
That is Lambert.
Lucas Lambert?
Lambert at 24. And also coming off the bench, I remember Ivan Miller from last year. He averages 16. And then Bentley Williamson also is coming off the bench for Logan tonight. He's averaging 14. So that's pretty good when you've got 16 and 14-point scores that come off your bench.
Yeah, and the thing is, and you know, if you're Logan, what do you set? They're setting at 3-3. So
Logan's 2-4, game under 500.
Okay, 2-4, and Summers County's 3-3.
Correct.
And so defensively, they probably have to figure it out. But anytime you have 4 double-figure scores, that you're losing the game somehow. So you're probably getting outscored.
Of course, you know, in the past, Eric, Logan always had the nickname of the running Wildcats. They've always liked to get the ball up and down the floor. I think we'll try to see that, but they also have size. So I think Logan is capable of playing in the half-court game, but I think they would prefer to push it if they can.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a filling out, stage early here for it. It looks like the starting 5 in Summers County could match this first group they roll out, size-wise.
So we're just about ready to go. Summers County out on the floor wearing the black uniforms trimmed in orange. And in the center circle for Summers County will be Brown. Roby Brown, the team's leading scorer, 20 a game. And Brown will go against Adam Basin. So Basin in the center circle for Logan. It's a battle between the Wildcats and the Bobcats. I'm glad you're with us here on video production. And we're ready to put the ball in the air and get things started. And there's the opening tip of the game, and the tip is controlled by Logan. Going to the basket to our right, it's Mason Spence will bring the ball across the midcourt stripe for Logan. And immediately the Bobcats, Eric, of Summers County back in the zone.
Yeah, this is probably a good decision. Make them shooters.
Looks like a 1-3-1. You don't see that too much, do you?
Yeah, they have a little length on the back, on the wings of that. So,
yeah, and they're trying to push Logan further out, start their offense further out. And look how far Logan has been passing the ball way out in the perimeter.
Yeah, and this is where the 1-3-1, you really gotta even shoot over it and get open shots.
And that time Good shoots over. He doesn't make it, but the putback is good.
That's Lambert, and you see why he's the team's leading scorer. Great rebound, went and tipped it to himself and put it back in for 2.
Eric, and then how you play, you say, let the guards put it up and miss, and you'll clean it up and put it back up and in, right?
That's right. That's one thing I was most proud of. I rebounded pretty well.
Ball is tipped out toward midcourt. This is Summers County's first possession. Running a little weave, Logan playing man-to-man. Trying to find somebody free. There's a 3 ball. It won't go. And Logan comes out of there with the rebound. That 3 that time was put up by Snaley, and back the other way. A little short shot on the right side comes up short, and got a Logan foul as that shot was put up by Lambert. So the foul will go against, let's see, Lambert.
For Logan?
Or Basin, I beg your pardon.
Yes.
I beg your pardon. Basin will commit his first, team's first. Lambert was the one that put the shot up. Logan applying a little pressure to trap the ball. Yep. Almost turned it over. And the pass goes right through the hands
of
Wally.
That was going to be maybe a easy layup, but can't turn it over for your Summers County.
You got to catch it before you can score it, right? So back the other way. Here comes Logan with it. As like I said, Summers County extending that pressure, that zone on 1-3-1. Logan being very patient, trying to find somebody free. 15-footer pops out on Lambert, but Logan will keep the possession as Basin with the offensive rebound. Nice pass into the lane. The short shot won't go. That was by Hall. And here comes the Summers County Bobcats out of there with the rebound. The rebound is Brown. Brown with it. He's the leading scorer for Summers County at 20 a game. And right now, they're kind of looking for a little bit of flow, a little bit of tempo for this game.
Yeah, I think the Summers County's getting good looks. Marin's just not able to knock any down.
Yeah, Snaley had a good look. He misses the three. Back the other way comes Logan. Trying to get the ball inside, and they throw it away as Wiley comes up with the steal.
Yeah, both teams struggling offensively here. Logan's getting good looks, not making them, turning it over a little too much. And Summers County had a couple good looks and
not been able to make it either. And we got a foul, and that's going to be a Logan foul. Like I said, Eric, we've almost played 3 minutes, and it's just 2-0. And like I said, both teams have had a hard time putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, Logan has as many fouls as points. I think that was going to be on Alex Good.
So Good gets whistled for the foul. And ball comes in to Fullen. Fullen's averaging 13 a game. Here's Brown into the paint. They cut him off. 15-footer and nothing but glass. So that shot's not good by Fullen. Here comes Logan wanting to run. The big fella bringing it down. Little floater in the lane is good by Lambert.
Coast to coast, Lambert goes. And he has all 4 of the Logan points early.
Logan will extend the pressure. Here's Brown. Summers County attacks, left it short. That shot was put up by Fullen and Logan with numbers. And the ball is kicked.
Kick ball. On the previous shot right there, Damian Fullen had a good look. He had to absorb the contact as they go 5 for 5. Logan subbing in.
And, Eric, something I saw in the earlier game I've never seen before, and I saw something last night, a game you and I did that I've never seen before. And I'm going to tell you what that is. In that first game, or the second game, the game right before us, between Greenbrier East and Nicholas County, each team substitute is, I'll tell you, finish the thought after this little short shot in the lane is good. And the new player into the ball game is Miller. Miller comes off the bench at 16 a game, and he scores his first 2.
It's Miller time.
Yeah, it was Miller time right down the lane. But what I was going to tell you, Eric, in that first game, or the game prior to this one, between Nicholas County and Greenbrier East, 10 players subbed in the game at the same time, 5 and 5. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's a nice dribble drive down the lane by Brown for the bucket for Summers County, and they're on the board.
Much needed too. Yeah, I've never seen that.
10
players went up to the
scores table.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a missed shot. The putback is no good. The putback that time was by Craddock. And back the other way comes Summers County. Yeah, I'd never seen that before where you had 10 players checking in the game at the same time.
Yeah, that would have been a first for me.
Brown to the free throw line. That's going to be a little short. Ball might have been partially blocked. Brown saves it. But right into the hands of Murphy. Murphy will spot up. 17-footer, air ball, and we got a foul on the rebound, and I think it's going to go against Summers County.
So this will be their first team foul.
So both teams been up and down the floor, just don't have a lot of points scored. 3.5 to go here in quarter number 1. And Summers County will dip into its, or back into its bench. And let's see, actually got a new player into the game.
Summers County.
Dakota Petrio checks in.
They said that was on 32? There's not even a 30?
Well, I guess now they say it's on Logan. I thought they'd called the foul on Summers County, but that was my fault right there. But here's a steal and a tough shot. On the steal that time with the Williamson, he didn't have to go to the left side of the glass, and he made that a much more difficult shot than what it should have been.
So Braden Craddock.
And there's a 3-ball by Williamson. He's a 14-point-a-game scorer. And he knocks down the 3 to build the lead to 7 for Logan.
That was a 3-ball?
It was. And here's the thing, too. I don't think Summers County wants to play as fast as playing right there. That's going to be a foul. And what do we got? It's going to be 2 shots as Brown went hard to the basket, and he'll pick up the foul against him, and Brown will step up to the line to shoot a pair.
And that was on Zoe Murphy, his first, team's third.
That was a bang-bang play as you watch the replay there.
Excuse me, team's fourth. Yeah, it was bang-bang, but see if Summers County can cash in at the charity stripe.
So Roby Brown, the team's leading scorer, 20 a game. He misses the first of 2. And now Brown will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. We've got a new player that will check into the ball game. Gabe Franklin will check back in. He started the game. Here's Brown's second free throw. He's good. He makes 1 of 2. Logan will push it. Here's Murphy in the front court. Summers County back in that zone. They whip a pass down low, and a nice catch and shoot, and a nice play that time by Hale. Carson Hale able to score for Logan. And here's a turnover as the pressure by Logan forces a Summers County turnover here on the sideline. Logan just whipping it around here, trying to find somebody free of this zone. Here's a baseline shot on the far side, too strong. And that shot that time was put up by Miller. And back the other way comes Summers County.
Yeah, this is where I think Summers County can try to get back into the contest, get some transition buckets as they missed that one.
Yeah, Fulham missed that. Murphy back the other way with the left hand. Biggest lead of the game right here at double digits, 10 points as Brown is fouled. And that foul will go against Craddock. And that's free throw time because Logan is over the limit. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 2:04 left in the first quarter, a 10-point lead, 13-3 for Logan. And when we come out of the timeout, we'll have free throws. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. But trying to get a little flow to this game. And I think after they play a quarter, maybe get kind of filled out a little bit, Eric, we'll have maybe a little bit of flow to it.
Yeah, the thing is, though, this last 2 minutes, I think, is critical for Summers County, or they're in danger of not being in this game because Logan, the second 5 that they put in, have really put a little more pressure on them and getting up and down the court a little more.
Well, when you got 2 players you can bring off the bench that between them average 30 points a game, one at 16 and one at 14, yeah. So, that's a big luxury to have players that you can turn to, your 6th, 7th guy along with your second unit that can be able to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, and that seems like Coach Hatcher is real comfortable with, subbing 5 for 5, and that's good, going down the stretch the rest of the season. You can always have fresh legs out.
Yeah. So it'll be 2 shots for Roby Brown for Summers County. The first is good. He has now made 2 of 3.
Yeah, he has all 4 points. Summers County's leading scorer, 20 a night.
And he goes 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 this time as he did last time. And here comes Logan with it. They'll race the ball down the floor, and they turn it over. Nice play by Fullen. He'll pass the ball ahead to Snaley, and Snaley lays it up and in for Summers County. So that was a nice play by Summers County. Their defense became their offense, and they got an easy layup out of it.
And that's one thing I think they can do is if they can handle the rebounds, get some defensive rebounds, I think push the tempo.
And that time they were able to get a steal and able to push it up for the layup. Miller to inbound for Logan. And now Williamson will direct traffic as he looks at the 1-3-1 zone. Murphy from downtown. Right down the chute for Zoe Murphy.
5 quick off the bench for Murphy.
Lead back to 10. This equals the largest lead of the game. Logan with the pressure, making Summers County really work to get the ball up. And there's a 3-ball straightaway is good by Fullen. Murphy says, back at you for 3 in the corner. That time a little too strong. Battle for the rebound. And up and in, and it scores. Nice play that time by Miller again. Ivan Miller on the offensive boards. He just muscled that up after he got the offensive rebound.
And he did a good job of using the rim with the up and under. Hard to defend that.
Nice move. Takes it in and lays it up and in. That's a nice play by Snaley. Snaley on the bucket. Down the lane, little scoop shot, little strong. That shot was put up by Williamson. And the offensive rebound, the putback by Lambert.
And both teams seem to heat up here in the last 2 minutes of the contest.
It seemed like once they got going up and down the floor, here's a turnover. And like I said, Logan wants to play much faster than Summers County wants to play. Miller with it. Good hard dribble into traffic with the left hand. Left it short, got his own rebound. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll go off of Miller back over to Summers County. So Spence will check back into the game for Logan. And also into the ball game will be Colton Holland for Summers County. That'll be last shot time for the Bobcats with 5.9 remaining opening quarter. Here's Brown. Gets the ball across midcourt. Count if it goes from downtown. It just grazes the front of the rim, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it is Logan 20, Summers County 11. We'll be right back as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 8th annual New River CTC Invitational being presented by Little General Stores and by Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers.
L&S Toyota wants to be your car dealer. Proudly serving Southern West Virginia for over 30 years. Locally owned and operated, L&S Toyota offers Toyota's impressive lineup of vehicles with no market-adjusted prices or hidden fees. We have new inventory arriving daily, and our Toyota-certified sales staff would love to demonstrate the features along with the benefits of owning a Toyota. View our inventory online at lstoyotabeckley.com or stop by our showroom at the corner of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd in Beckley and see why so many people don't settle for less than L&S.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Going to the second quarter, Logan in front, Eric, 20-11, the 9-point lead. They led by as many as 10 on a couple occasions. And, you know, you're right, Eric, as you had mentioned, that once the teams really got going up and down the floor, the flow of the game seemed like we really got into it because the first, 3 or 4 minutes of that first quarter was kind of bogged down a little bit.
And the last 2 minutes was, bucket after bucket. They answered one another. And you're right, let's see if this can spill over into the second quarter.
Here's Brown down the lane for Summers County. Takes the ball to the rim. He left it short, battle for the rebound, and Logan has it. You can see why Brown averages 20 a game as Logan will push it up. Here's Miller. Passes down low. Lambert, a little short shot on the baseline, and he scores.
And Lambert said, now you can see why I average 24 a game.
Biggest lead of the game at 11 right here. Snaley ahead of the pack, and that should be goaltended. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't call goaltended. He pinned it on the glass. Back the other way, Lambert with the floater, and he scores. And a Summers County timeout. And, I'd like to see that replay because it looked like goaltending to me in real time as the ball got pinned up on the glass as we have a 30-second timeout. Let's see if we have that. Here it is. Or no, let's see. That's the little floater by Lambert, but maybe the play before that on the block. And I'm not sure if we have that or not.
Yeah, here it is.
Yep, there it was. But anyway, Logan with his biggest lead, 24-11. And that's the one thing Logan really wants to push the pace. And you could tell by when Logan really started to extend the lead is when they start to push the pace.
Yeah, and having the fresh legs and the depth, I think that will wear on Summers County because, getting guys in, spelling one another like at the 4-minute mark, you can have fresh legs.
Well, if you look across the way, Eric, you look at Logan's bench, the 5 out there and then 11, they got 16 players. So, if you go that deep, you can definitely wear teams down.
Oh, that one's telegraphed, but not.
3-on-1. Little short shot is good. That short shot left of the lane is by Holland.
And that was definitely a travel on that play. because the young man from Summers County kind of passed it to himself.
And Lambert said, I'm going to pass it right in the basket as he shoots the baseline shot, knocks it down.
That was a 2, right?
Yeah, it was. There's Brown up and under, left it short, hit the front of the rim. And that was Miller that cleared the rebound. Lambert said that the first one was a 2, this one's a 3, but that was an air ball.
Yeah, I think he heard me.
Yeah,
he's going to say, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. You thought the last one definitely was a 2, but that 3 maybe it should have been a 2, right? Snaley will dial it up from downtown, hits the rim, long rebound, comes out to Logan. And nice the big fella, he missed the shot. He split the defenders that time, was Lambert, and Miller able to put it back up and in. So biggest lead of the game right here. And like I said, this pressure, the tempo has really taken Summers County out because out of what they like to do, they just really don't want to play this fast. And there's a Logan foul. And for Logan that time, Williamson just got there a little too late. And he'll commit the foul.
And that'll be his first, team's first of the second quarter.
So Dakota Petrie will check in for Summers County. Michael Wiley in for Summers County. Zoe Murphy checks back in for Logan. And Alex Good also back in for Logan, along with Mason Spence in for Logan. So, you know, the way Logan plays, Eric, and the way they like to play, you're going to need a lot of players because they play very aggressive. They want to play fast. And like I said, you got to be deep. As Brown attacks the basket, couldn't get it to go. The rebound by Logan. Murphy ahead of the pack. And he lost the ball. He's getting ready to make a pass. Whips it behind his back. It's out of bounds. And
stay with
yes, it was last touch by Summers County. And see, when you do a no-no, you got so many players, Eric, you can just go right to your bench and put another guy in, right? As Miller will check back into the ball game. Ball into Murphy. And now Spence will set the offense for Logan. Murphy for 3. That's a little strong. I could tell when he shot it, but the long rebound comes out to Miller. Miller on a drive. And they cut him off. Here's a 3 on its way. It won't go. That was put up by Spence. Offensive rebound, and Miller will draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, just getting shot after shot, killing Summers County on the glass.
So Miller will step to the free throw line. He came in averaging 16. I remember him from last year. Like I said, I did Logan at Shady. It was toward the end of the year. It was in February last year.
Yeah, that game was on a Saturday, wasn't it?
No, it was during the week. It was on a Wednesday because actually, you remember, you could not do the game with me. Morgan Payne was Morgan Brown at the time. Morgan Payne.
I do remember that because Wednesday in February.
First free throw was no good. Of course, we think we're going to have a really good game to follow this one. And we've got James Monroe and Westside. The last time we saw James Monroe, they beat Beckley in a 2-point game on this floor, Eric. And then Westside trying to bounce back after their loss to Shady last night. 2-on-1, racing down the floor, and it's swatted as Brown attacked the rim. Miller able to get a piece of it. It's out of bounds to Summers County.
And Summers County starting the second quarter as it did the first quarter, really stagnant on offense. They've only scored 2 points.
Yeah, it's been a 9-2 quarter thus far in Logan's favor as Snaley checks back into the game. Biggest lead of the game right here at 14.
Well, I thought that was going to be a layup the other way.
Yeah, I thought Murphy was going to be able to get a steal on that. Here's Brown. 3 balls straight away. Doesn't go. The 3 ball was put up by Petrie. Ball's out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Bobcats of Summers County. Put the ball in play down low, and a nice cut to the basket, and Wiley with a nice finish. Here's a 3 on its way by Logan. That's strong as that 3 was put up by Good, and that missed everything.
Yeah, you could tell when it left his hands that it was going to be, a miss.
4.5 remaining in the first half. Brown in traffic. He's going to do something with it. Petrie on the baseline, little floater, left it short. Miller skies high to get the rebound for Logan. Murphy on the move and try to get the ball to Basin, and really that's just let him a little too much.
Yeah, that would have been a tough angle and catch to get a shot up.
Yeah, I'm with you. Even if he caught it clean, that'd have been hard, the angle.
Yes.
You know, I thought Murphy would just pull up and shoot the little mid-range shot there.
I think the guy cutting to the basket was running to get rebound position.
Here's Brown with it now. Nice back, yes. And Wiley couldn't finish, but he made a nice backdoor cut. They battle for the loose ball. Ball's still free. Summers County comes out of there with it. And that would bring rain, but it hit the other side of the basket. And back the other way comes Logan. That's a little pull-up that's short. That was by Williamson. Back the other way. Snaley all the way in, scoops it in, and it's blocked. Nice play by Murphy. Here's Good with it. He'll stop. 3-ball, and he can't connect. Basin with the offensive rebound. The putback is good, and he's fouled. So Adam Basin will get to the free throw line as we watch the replay. He was able to get the offensive rebound, lean in, off the glass, and draw the foul and try to polish off a three-point play.
And that foul was on Robbie Brown. That'll be his first and the team's second of the quarter.
So
Summers County didn't commit a foul in the first quarter.
You know, another thing, too, the luxury that Coach Hatcher has of running guys in and out eventually just wears you down. I mean, Summers County doesn't look like their bench is as deep.
I think they've gone 7.
Yeah. As the free throw was made, the three-point play was completed.
Yeah, Barris, if you check out the Summers County bench, you can see the guys that probably know they're not going to get in the game. They still have the shooter's shirt on.
Yeah.
So they're rolling 7 deep tonight.
And especially the way that Logan, as deep as they are, the way they're able to speed up Summers County, make this like I said, the tempo in which they like. There's a drive to the basket and a swat. Beautiful defensive play by Miller. Here's Logan on a run out. The lay-in is not good, but there's a foul.
And I think that's going to be Snaley whistled for his first, Cody.
As Lambert went in, he did not connect, but he will draw the foul and he'll shoot a pair.
What a defensive effort here on the.
Yeah, Miller on one end with the block, and then led the break on the other end. As Lambert will shoot 2. First free throw on its way and is short. And Lambert ready for free throw number 2. And it is no good. He missed them both.
Struggled at the line. That's 1 of 5 from the charity stripe, Logan.
Fullen pulls up into the lane and knocks it down. Here's Murphy with it for Logan. Finds Miller. Shot from the corner won't go. Miller with the tip won't go. The putback still won't go. And Summers County comes out of there with it. That was Hall that put up the initial shot. And Logan had a couple opportunities for the putback, couldn't get it to go. Snaley on the drive. The little floater is good on the left baseline.
Snaley with his 6th point.
Murphy for 3 in the corner. It's short. Battle for the rebound. It's saved. And Logan had it. And no, here's Brown. Brown ahead of the pack, and he'll lay it up and in.
And good effort by Brown, tipping that ball out to himself for the run out.
6 in a row ran off by Summers County until that basket right there by Logan's Lambert.
$14 for Lambert in the first half.
And what do we got? We got a foul? Nope, we got a travel, and it will go over to Logan.
Yeah, and I think that was the correct call. I don't see how he didn't dribble it over the center line.
Yeah. So checking back into the ball game for Summers County will be Franklin. Gabe Franklin checks in. Coming up on the final minute and a half here of the first half. And Miller way out high. Murphy with it. Get the ball down low. Lambert able to catch, shoot, and score. What a big first half for Lambert.
Lambert's a load in the post. 10 in this quarter, 16 for the game. The only thing he hasn't done is make his free throws.
And there's a steal and then a foul as Murphy got the steal.
Anytime you're knocking on a 20-point half, you're doing it right.
So it'll be side out for Logan as they'll dip into their bench again. And Braden Craddock will check in. And also Carson Hale will check in for Logan. Final minute of the half. Here's a three dialed up, and it's good. It's rattled in by Williamson. And this is the biggest lead of the first half at 18.
And that's Bentley Williamson's second three.
Yep. Able to spot up, drain the trifecta. Brown will dial it up for three, and that's an air ball. You can tell the minute he shot it, he left it short. 31.2 remaining in the half. And Logan, with a 19-point lead, their biggest lead of the game, will have possession of the ball.
Yeah, with a chance to extend this to 20 or
more. And let's see if they'll hold it for the final shot of the half. Looks like they may. Williamson, nice pass down low. Miller with the finish up and in.
Miller, he can rise.
And it's a 20-point lead, the biggest of the game here in the final 10 seconds of the first half.
Miller's knocking on double figures door.
Snaley with the drive, puts up the baseline shot. It doesn't go. There's a foul with 1 second left, and Snaley will get to the line for Summers County to shoot two. So let's see who they'll call the foul on. Call the foul on Craddock for Logan.
That'll be his third.
Yes. So 2 free throws coming here for Snaley with 1 second left in the half. First free throw's good. And that cuts the lead to 19. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first half. We'll go inside the numbers. Snaley's second free throw, he got them both. 1 second left in the half. And Miller looks like he's going to, this shot will count if it goes from behind half court. It almost went, and that's the end of the first half. At the break, it's an 18-point Logan lead. It's Logan 41 and Summers County 23. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll recap the first half as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 8th Annual New River CTC Invitational being presented by Little General Stores and by Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers here streaming live on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
L&S Toyota wants to be your car dealer. Proudly serving Southern West Virginia for over 30 years. Locally owned and operated, L&S Toyota offers Toyota's impressive lineup of vehicles with no market-adjusted prices or hidden fees. We have new inventory arriving daily, and our Toyota-certified sales staff would love to demonstrate the features along with the benefits of owning a Toyota. View our inventory online at lstoyotabeckley.com or stop by our showroom at the corner of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd in Beckley and see why so many people don't settle for less than L&S.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Logan led by as many as 20, Eric, in that first half. They lead by 18. And it took a while to kind of get the game going as we watched some highlights of the first half. But the first quarter, after about the first 3 minutes of kind of filling out one another, I think Logan kind of got it in gear. They led 20-11 at the end of the first quarter. Like I said, they led by as many as 20. They lead by 18 now. So they had a 20-point quarter and a 21-point quarter. And I think if you're Coach Hatcher, that's really good consistency, and that's the way Logan likes to play. He played a lot of good players and a lot of players that got in the game was able to contribute as well for the Wildcats. And for the Bobcats, Summers County, I think that they kind of got out of their game a little bit by the game getting a little too fast. And they could play fast, but not as fast as Logan wants to play.
Yeah, and the depth, when you play that tempo, Logan has enough depth to really wear you down, and I think that's the case here in the first half. As Summers County only goes 7 deep, and we saw 10-plus players play for Logan.
All right, 41-23, the halftime lead. We'll take a break. We come back. Eric will go inside the numbers, and we'll be right back as you are watching the 8th Annual New River CTC Invitational streaming live here on Video Productions.
The purpose of New River Health is to provide primary medical care to individuals who may not have insurance. We don't turn anybody away based on their ability to pay.
It's just high quality, affordable care close to home.
The administration here lets me take care of patients. If I think it's important to take care of patients in a certain way, they say, go right ahead. And that has really allowed me to sort of branch out and do the right thing for patients in the community.
We see these people every day. They're our neighbors. That's why it's important to us that we treat them as if they're family, because they are our family.
Hey, grab me one too.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Start the year in drive. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on 2026 Silverado 1500 models with over $7,000 in total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, and at the break, Logan with an 18-point advantage, 41-23. They led by as many as 20, Eric, in that first half, and we're going to go inside the numbers. And you have the individual numbers, and then we'll dive into team numbers after you give the individual totals.
Yeah, Logan had a lot of balance as they were led by Lucas Lambert. Maris, he was led the way with 16 points, and Ivan Miller, the other guy in the post, who's a really high riser, he had 9. He had Zoe Murphy come off the bench to score 5. And who else? Bentley Williamson knocked down 2 trays for 6 points. And round out the scoring was Adam Baisden with 3 and Carson Hale with 2. For Summers County, the leading scorer was Cody Snaley, as he had 8 points. Damian Fullen had 5. Leading scorer Robbie Brown got to the rim a few times, not able to really cash in on a few points as he went 2 of 4 from the free throw line and scored 2 twos to make round out his scoring half with 6 points. Michael Wiley with 2 and Colton Holland with 2.
And Eric, as we take a look at some of the team totals, as Logan shot the ball almost 50%. They were 18 of 39 from the floor, while Summers County was 9 of 28 from the floor. For Summers County, that's only 32%. From downtown, Logan was 3 of 10, while Summers County was just 1 of 7. And getting to the free throw line, Logan got to the free throw line 5 times, making 2. Summers County got to the free throw line 6 times, making 4.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. If you had one thing to point out about Logan in the first half, they got to be a little better at the free throw line.
Appreciate Brian Shepard for providing the stats for us. He's sitting beside Eric, and he said, Eric, he's trying to make me look as good as I can be, so I appreciate that. A lot of times I need all the help I can get, right?
Yeah. Yes, everybody knows that. I see he knows you well.
Well, I will say this. Anytime I can get help, I'll usually always take it. All right. At the break, it's an 18-point lead for Logan, 41-23. Logan back on the floor waiting for Summers County to come back. We'll take one more halftime break and come back and get you ready for that second half as you're watching live streaming coverage here on Video Productions of the 8th Annual New River CTC Invitational being presented by Little General Stores and Southern West Virginia Chevy Dealers.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Start the year in drive. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on 2026 Silverado 1500 models with over $7,000 in total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
L&S Toyota wants to be your car dealer. Proudly serving Southern West Virginia for over 30 years. Locally owned and operated, L&S Toyota offers Toyota's impressive lineup of vehicles with no market-adjusted prices or hidden fees. We have new inventory arriving daily, and our Toyota-certified sales staff would love to demonstrate the features along with the benefits of owning a Toyota. View our inventory online at lstoyotabeckley.com or stop by our showroom at the corner of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd in Beckley and see why so many people don't settle for less than L&S.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. This is day 2, game number 7 of this 8th Annual New River CTC Invitational. And you know, Eric, when you say game 7, as far as I'm concerned, those are the best 2 words in all of sports.
Yeah, in all of sports, whether it's hockey, NBA, or the World Series.
Right.
Doesn't get any better than that. Everything on the line.
So this is the 7th game of this tournament, and I guess you could call it a tournament. It's not really a tournament format, but I guess you could call it a tournament.
Yeah, anytime you have multiple teams, I guess it's not like pool play or anything, but
no, and it's
a lot
not,
of teams are playing, different opponents.
Right. It's not pool play, and it's not if you win, you the winners of this game plays the winners of that game. You already know who and when you're going to play. So I guess you could call it a tournament.
Just call it a classic.
Or a great event, which is a great job by New River Community and Technical College. And, you know, when this event first started, it was a one-day deal, and now over the last couple of years, it's expanded to a full week starting yesterday, and it'll go all the way to Saturday.
Yeah, and a lot of good basketball and more to come.
That's right. One more to come after this, and it'll be Westside and James Monroe. Eric and I will have that. But first of all, we got a half of basketball left in this one, as Logan will have the first possession of the third quarter. They lead by 18. They led by as many as 20 in that first half.
And let's see what Summers County will dial up defensively here to try to get back in this game.
And Logan, I'm sure, will go with the hot hands, and Miller was one of those hot hands. But they double-teamed Miller when the ball went into the post. And now Murphy, who didn't start the game, is now starting the second half.
Well, they're actually going with four
different players.
4 different players and Lambert.
And there's Spence, dials up a 3. It's too strong, but an offensive rebound. Nice pass inside. The first shot attempt doesn't go. The second one, there's a foul, as that is Lambert. And Lambert had quite a first half, and he's picking up where he left off as he gets fouled, and he'll get to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and it looks like Lambert pretty much shot until he got to the free throw line.
So we got a couple of free throws coming. And the first one is no good. And, you know, Eric, that's the one thing that you had touched on. Of all the good things that Logan did in the first half, and shooting free throws wasn't one of them, as now they miss. And in that first half, Logan, let's see what they were. They were like 5 of 10 maybe. Let's take a look.
At the free throw line?
At the free throw line.
They were 2 of 5.
2 of 5. And now they are 2 of 7.
Yes. And 0 for 4 for Lucas Lambert.
3 ball by Murphy. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Lambert with the putback in. It'll stay down this time. So they said, what the heck from 15 when I can get the rebound and put it in from 2?
Yeah, but also he has 18 points, and you add 4 to that, and you're already in business in over 20 points.
Yeah, Lambert almost had the steal, and he steps on the sideline.
Yeah, and my advice to that young man is, as good as he is inside, practice those free throws, because he could go to the charity stripe a lot. Then you could game plan late in the game. You may want to foul him instead of let him shoot the easy 2.
Well, you know, when you get into tournament play, yeah, they're not going to let him shoot that 2. They're going to foul him and send him to the line if he shows that he can't make them. As here's a nice head and shoulder fake and a foul there. That's a good play by Wiley. He's got the defender in the air, draws the foul. He'll get to the line.
Yeah, good ball fake, and that'll be the second team foul.
So Wiley will shoot a pair.
Oh, yeah, first team foul. I guess they didn't clear out the other.
Yeah.
So let's see if Summers County's any better at the free throw line.
As Wiley knocks in the first one. And now Wiley set to shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity, and he got them both.
Summers County 6 of 8 from free throw line.
Here's Miller to Murphy. Spins for 3. It won't go. And the rebound's to Brown for the Bobcats of Summers County. Brown on the push. As he muscles his way in, a little turnaround, and he scores. That's a nice play by Brown. You can see why he's Summers County's the leading scorer at 20 a game.
Yeah, Brown wasn't going to be denied on that one to collect his 8th point of the night.
Murphy into the lane. They cut him off.
I have my hands ready.
I know you weren't ready to pass it back. You was ready to shoot it. When Murphy
right.
Into the lane, a little 8-footer rolls out. The putback. There's Lambert again.
Guess who?
So Lambert cleans up the miss and the putback, and it's an 18-point advantage for Logan.
And 20 for Lambert, as he's only being outscored by Summers County by 7 points.
Wiley on the baseline, up and under.
Nice ball fake.
Yes, nice ball fake. Like I said, that little up and under, and gets to the rack and lays it up and in.
And Wiley's 4th point of the quarter.
5.5 remaining third quarter. Here's Spence with it. Logan just working the ball around.
A lot of patience out of Logan.
Lambert from the baseline. It won't go. Battle for the rebounds. Tipped around once, twice. And coming out there with it is Brown for Summers County. He's fouled by Murphy as he was taking the ball down the near sideline here.
That'll be Murphy's team second.
So it'll be a common foul, and Summers County will inbound. And if you're Summers County, you know, you were down 20, now you're down 16. That's all you can do is just try to chip away a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And in the perfect world, if you can cut this lead to 10 going into the fourth quarter.
And like you said, at the 5-minute mark, you get a bucket here and get a stop. You just got to do it, you know, one possession at a time. But it starts here on the offensive end on this possession, trying to cut into the lead.
And that's right, Eric. When you get stops on the defense end of the floor, you got to cash in, you know, when you have the ball on the offensive end.
You said it best. When you're down, you can't trade buckets.
They cut Brown off, and he forces it up and scores. That was a nice play because it looked like they had Brown double teamed, looked like they had nowhere to go, and he was able to put that up and in and cut the lead to 14.
And Brown in double figures with 10.
And here's a turnover. Snaley ahead of the pack. And the ball's passed a little bit ahead of him, but a good heads-up play.
Good heads-up play.
As he knocks the ball off of Logan Spence, and it will stay with Summers County.
Snaley not giving up on the play and earned an extra possession.
Landon Hall will check in for Logan. Also for Logan will be Carson Hale. will enter the lineup for the Wildcats. As Brown will put the ball in play. Roby Brown for Summers County. And they just get it in time. There's Fulton with it. He'll spot up 3 on its way. It won't go. And there's the rebound for Logan by Hale.
Golden opportunity right there to try to cash in to cut into the lead, so you need to stop.
Here's Miller, give and go, nice pass. Maybe one too many passes that time, and Logan's still able to keep the possession. But Logan's got a lot of size out there. Here's a 3 on its way, is good. The 3 ball is knocked down by Williamson.
Bentley Williamson says, all I do is knock down trays. His 3rd of the game to extend the lead to 17.
He came in averaging 14 a game.
Well, he has 9.
Brown, a lot of contact. 3 from the corner is good. The 3 ball by Franklin. Lambert on the drive, attacks the basket, lays it in, off the glass. And we got a timeout on the floor. 3:17 remaining third quarter.
It's going to be a full.
It's a full timeout. 50-34 the lead for Logan, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
For 50 years, Little General Stores has proudly served West Virginia, fueling families, friends, and communities across the Mountain State. To celebrate our golden anniversary, we're giving away $50,000 to thank you, our loyal customers. Little General Stores, 50 years strong and just getting started.
And out of the timeout, it will be Summers County's ball. 50-34 the lead for Logan. 3:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Logan will show full court pressure for the game right now. Logan has shot 22 of 49, while Summers County has shot 13-33 from the floor. And here's a steal. Miller with it. Miller leans in, lays it up and in. Nice play by Miller. As he used that big frame, Eric, once he got the steal in the lane, just to kind of lean forward and get the ball above the rim.
Yeah, Miller's a high riser, too. He plays near and above the rim at all times.
There was a Logan foul, and that Logan foul is against Hall. And that'll be his first, and that will be
first, the team's
third. Yep. Here's Brown, attacks the basket, lays it up, won't go, battle for the rebound.
Big time contest that time by Miller.
And we got a held ball, and the arrow will keep it with Summers County. Got one more game to follow this. It'll be James Monroe. We saw them last night, Eric. And of course, you and I saw them last week as well in the Battle for the Armory presented by Little General Stores. And last week, James Monroe, they lost to Shady, but they bounced back to beat Beckley. And here's Brown with it. Nice move to get to the elbow from 15. He left it a little long, and the rebound comes out to Logan. And here's Williamson. Races the ball up the floor. Williamson all the way to the basket. Reverse, it won't go. The tip by Miller.
Miller with the beautiful tip. Miller with 13 on the night.
Of course, Logan, made the state tournament a year ago, losing to Wyoming East, and you got to figure Logan, you expect to see them back in Charleston again this year.
Yeah, a tough loss to Wyoming East. That was a back-and-forth game.
That 1 point loss. Down low, little short shot won't go, and that shot that time was put up by Hale.
Way to swallow the whistle there, refs, because that could have been a foul, but play on.
I agree. There's a deep three, and that won't go. And that three was put up by Fullen, and here comes Logan with it. Miller has it on the wing. Miller attacks the basket, and he lost the ball. I think he looked up, Eric, and he thought, kind of made up or thought in his mind this is what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's
and then
going to the hoop.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? The Armory does this to a lot of people, though. A lot of dead spots and spots that you hit where the awkward bounce from the ball.
Murphy will check back into the lineup for Logan. The lead's at 20. This is equals the largest lead of the game. Logan's had a 20-point lead on a couple different occasions here tonight. Final minute and a half of the third quarter. Nice pass by Brown, and he gets the ball over to Petrie, and Petrie able to score.
Petrie getting his first points of the evening.
Murphy for three. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. And the ball's loose. Murphy ends up with it. Spins into the lane, and the shot is out of bounds. And it will go over, I do believe, to Summers County. And probably rightfully so. You and I both thought that maybe Murphy got away with a little extra step
I think
there.
he did because he never really established his pivot. Rock back and forth.
Here's Brown all the way. There's a tough shot on the right side. We got a whistle on the rebound. As that shot was put up by Holland. Colton Holland put up the shot.
And Carson Hale on the foul. Team's fourth, his first.
So that'll get Colton Holland to the free throw line.
Oh, they called on shooting?
Yeah, I didn't think initially watching it was a shooting foul, but obviously it is, as the first free throw is no good. Second free throw, and he gets one of two. Final minute of the third quarter. Basin down the lane, puts the shot up, and he draws the foul, and he'll get to the line.
It's only be the second team foul of the quarter. And that will be on Holland.
Well, you can tell, Eric, the scoring for Logan went down. They had 20 in the first quarter. They had a 21-point second quarter, and
13
right now before this free throw, which is no good. And it stays at 13-point quarter right now with 56 seconds left here in the third. Wiley will check back into the lineup for Summers County. Logan is led by 20 points on 3 different occasions tonight. That's been the biggest lead. Second free throw by Basin is good. He gets one of two. Brown dribbles through all the Logan defense. Passes it to Wiley, and it's swatted, but they'll call a foul on Basin, and they'll get Wiley to the line.
And Wiley will go to the line where he is 2 of 2.
Coming up next, it'll be Westside against James Monroe. Westside suffered their first loss of the season last night, Eric, the game you and I did. Shady beat them, and Westside tried to get back in the winning ways. James Monroe coming off a thrilling victory over Beckley last week and trying to continue their winning ways in this building. As the first free throw is good by Wiley. He'll have another one coming.
I talked to a few guys that know the Westside program, and they say they think Westside will come out with a little more spunk. They were not pleased with how they played last night here.
Wiley misses the second, and Logan throws it away. Yeah, it looked like Murphy just took his eye off the ball over there. So Logan trying to get within one game of, as that ball's knocked out of bounds, trying to get within one game of 500. Logan's 2-4 coming in, trying to get to 3-4. Summers County's 3-3. Of course, as we always know, Eric, it's not how you're playing now, but where you're playing toward the end of the season.
A home run ball.
Yes, and nice head fake by Brown as he lets the defender go by and then able to shoot and score. Yeah, that's a classic playground move right there, as here's Brown with the steal. Brown on the attack. He'll kiss it off the glass, and a back-to-back hoops by Brown, and all of a sudden, Eric, it's just a 13-point game.
And 14 for Brown.
Brown leads the team.
Something about the end of the quarter, Summers County has played good at the end of all 3 quarters.
Here's an open three from the near corner. That's too strong, but an offensive rebound. As that 3 ball that time was put up by Good, and It's out of bounds, and let's see. It will stay with Logan, I believe, as Logan will bring Lambert back in. They'll also bring Williamson back in. Want to bring in their heavy hitters to perhaps score in this final possession.
Score the final 8.9 of the quarter.
He said, looked up, it was a 20-point lead just a minute ago. Next thing you know, it's 13. They miss Murphy open in the corner. Williamson on the drive. They're going to have to hurry up and get the shot off. 3 seconds. Will they get it off? And they traveled, so they don't get the shot off. But they missed Murphy, who was wide open in this near corner.
Yeah, they missed it on the skip pass. And
now they'll take the ball out right there in front of the Logan bench with 1.1 left here in the third. So you can give a pretty good heave in 1.1. And there it is. And that'll count if it goes. And it almost went as it hit the back iron, and that's the end of 3. So we'll go to the third quarter as Logan will have a 13-point advantage, 55-42. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this here on Video Productions.
Before you hit the Hatfield and McCoy Trail, fuel up the way West Virginians do. At Little General. From the trail snacks to cold drinks and fuel to keep you rolling, we've got everything you need before you head into the hills. We're proud to be part of your ride. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the backbone. Little General Store. Fuel your adventure. West Virginia.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
Start the year in drive. Right now, well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on 2026 Silverado 1500 models with over $7,000 in total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
All right. We're going to the fourth quarter here in Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, I said when they were down 20, if they could cut it to 10. They didn't cut it to 10, but they did cut it to 13. And Logan will have the first.
Before you hit the hat.
Yeah, and you know, I think they found something there at the end of the third quarter as they turned Logan over a few times and got some easy runouts.
They're going to get back in that zone. Here's a deep shot from the far corner. It's short. Battle for the rebound. Miller has it. The putback is up and in. And Miller just too big, just too physical for anyone in a black uniform there for Summers County. And Miller able to score again.
Yeah, 15 points for Miller. He's done a lot of work on the glass for Logan.
Yeah, this Logan team very balanced. Got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the basket. They pass it down low, and Miller comes up with the steal. Here's Williamson with it. On a drive, all the way to the basket, a lot of contact. It's a blocking foul counted and an opportunity for a three-point play by Williamson. That was a good hard take as we watched the replay. Hard dribble, and that was a bang-bang play. That could have went either way.
Yeah, it could have. Nonetheless, the foul was whistled on Michael Wiley, and that'll be his second.
And the free throw is an air ball. So that time Williamson not able to polish off the three-point play.
And that they've been woeful at the free throw line.
Yeah, as we take a look at Logan from the free throw line, they've been 4 of 10. Make that 3 of 10. And that pass is over the head of Williamson. I could tell when that ball was thrown, that was going to be a little too far. You know, another thing, too, when you look at Logan, Eric, they've shot 4 of 17 from downtown.
Yeah, not very good from distance or the free throw line.
Yeah, and Summers County just 2 of 10 from downtown. But with the size that Logan has, and especially the size advantage, they don't have to shoot as much downtown. As here's a kind of wild-looking shot there put up by Brown, and we got a foul on Logan.
And I think that'll be whistled on Bentley Williamson. His second, team's first of the quarter.
Logan led 20-11 at the end of the quarter. They led 41-23 at the break. They led 55-42 as we started this fourth quarter. And the lead now 59-42 with 6:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown with a nice cut into the lane and a nice finish. That was a beautiful cut right down the center of the lane. Brown able to catch, shoot, and score.
16 for Brown, and right back at you is Lucas Lambert.
Lambert with the bucket. And that's one thing Logan didn't waste any time. They got the ball out of the net right down the floor, and Lambert able to finish at the rim.
Lambert with 24.
Brown all the way to the basket, off the glass, up and in over Miller. Nice play again by Brown.
It's Brown against Lambert right now. Brown has 18.
But when you're behind, if you're Summers County, you got to get stopped. You can't keep trading baskets with them. His little floater in the lane is good by Murphy. Yeah, Logan will go along with this all night. If they give it up on one end, as long as they get it back on the other. Brown with a nice pass, and Wiley took his eye off the ball as he was going in for what he thought should have been an easy layup, and he fumbles it out of bounds.
And that's the second time that Wiley, if you can remember here on the baseline in the first half, that Wiley has fumbled one out of bounds.
So it'll be going into their bench for Summers County, and Colton Holland will check into the lineup as they take Wiley out. He's a little frustrated with himself there because he knows that should have been an easy bucket. Logan maybe run a little clock now. Miller over to Lambert. They lob it up for Miller. The ball's knocked out of his hands, and Logan turns it over. They had the right idea, Logan. They just didn't execute the play. 15-footer is no good. That was put up that time by Fulton.
Saved by Snaley right there.
And there's a three. That three is no good by Franklin. But they get it back, a third chance. Fulton will dial up for three again. That's short. Tipped around, battled around. Miller now able to clear it.
2 for 20 from the three-point line.
Yeah.
Summers County.
Williamson on the drive all the way to the rim. It's blocked. Good defensive play that time by Holland for Summers County. Snaley on the drive into the lane. Little floater on the baseline is good. That's a nice play by Franklin. Lambert for three. It won't go. Long rebound comes out to Brown. Summers County on the move. Brown attacks the basket. They double team him. A little scoop shot won't go, but he got his own rebound. Snaley on the left baseline, a little strong. And Miller clears. Logan on the move. Williamson down the lane. We got a whistle, and the ball went in, but that will not count.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Or it shouldn't count.
Did he count that?
He looked like he did, but he blew the whistle like way before the shot.
That was
they did count it.
That was a little NBA continuation.
Well, he shot it Monday and went in on Tuesday, and they counted it. I mean, he blew the whistle 40 feet from the basket. And I do think they will count the basket. They put it up on the board. So
and, that was Williamson who
so that makes the score 65-48, 4.5 remaining the fourth quarter. We have a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
L&S Toyota wants to be your car dealer. Proudly serving Southern West Virginia for over 30 years. Locally owned and operated, L&S Toyota offers Toyota's impressive lineup of vehicles with no market-adjusted prices or hidden fees. We have new inventory arriving daily, and our Toyota-certified sales staff would love to demonstrate the features along with the benefits of owning a Toyota. View our inventory online at lstoyotabeckley.com or stop by our showroom at the corner of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd in Beckley and see why so many people
4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and Eric, they've counted that basket, and now with the chance for a three-point play will be Williamson, but they blew the whistle, and Williamson had the ball
You have a goal. You know what you want.
Laid it in, and they counted it, and now he completes the three-point play. So the lead up to 18. Biggest lead has been 20 on several different occasions tonight. as Brown tries to get to the rim on the right baseline, puts it up through traffic. The ball's loose. Logan comes out of there with it. And that's one thing I'll say about Williamson. He seems like he's always around where the ball is, right?
Yeah, he is. Good-looking shot.
Yes, mid-range is good by Hall. And once again, this equals the largest lead of the game, 20.
And Landon Hall's first points.
We're under the halfway point of quarter number 4. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Maris Lowry, Eric Thomas. Got one more game after this as there's a foul by Hall. It'll be Westside coming off the loss to Shady last night. Eric, they suffered their first loss of the season, and they will take on James Monroe. And like I mentioned earlier, the last time you and I saw James Monroe, they were beating Beckley on this floor.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a good matchup. James Monroe with a lot of momentum, and Westside coming off a loss. See if they can rebound.
They get the ball in the paint. Brown try to whip it over his head to Holland, and it's intercepted by Lambert. Lambert races down the floor, passes over to Spence, and there's a foul. And Mason Spence will get to the line for Logan to shoot 2.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be whistled on Damian Fullen. It'll be his first. Team's third.
So Spence will shoot a pair. And this is the one area tonight where Logan has not been that efficient. And as soon as I say that, they miss another one. So now at the line, Logan as a team is 4 of 11. As Spence now will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. And if he makes it, it'll be the biggest lead of the night. And he does not. He missed them both. So here's Snaley with it for Summers County. Brown attacks the basket, off the glass, lays it up and in. Brown, a good-looking player. You can see why he leads the team coming in at 20 points a game.
And that puts him at 20, Maris, his average.
Lambert high off the glass, it won't go. Tipped around, he got his own rebound, put it back up and in. That's another thing, too. You know, Logan just too big and physical off the glass for Summers County. It's been a hard matchup to deal with all the players that Logan can throw at you for the Summers County team.
26, Maris, for Lucas Lambert.
So with 2:40 remaining,
on 0 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. So, quick math, that's 30-point night if you cash in on your free throws.
So it will be Summers County's ball. They'll take the ball out under their own basket. Alex Good checks back into the lineup for Logan. The ball will come into Franklin. Now over to Fullen. 2.5 remaining. Brown will dial it up from downtown and right down the chute for Brown. Like I said, good-looking player.
He is.
He can shoot the ball from distance, as he showed you there. He can take you off the dribble.
Yeah, 23 points out of 23 of the 53.
And we got a turnover by Logan, a travel. And Wiley will check back into the Summers County lineup. So one more game will follow this. Then tomorrow, Eric, where today and yesterday we had 4 games, only 3 tomorrow. It'll begin at 4:30, and it'll be Liberty against Webster County. That's a boys' game. Bill O'Brien and Mark Montgomery will have it as Summers County throws it away. Then, Eric, you and I will have the nightcaps tomorrow, 6:15 and 8 o'clock. It'll be Wyoming East against Beckley in a girls' game, and then South Charleston, Beckley in a boys' game. Looking forward to, I think that Beckley-South Charleston, especially the way Beckley has started the season, not the way they want to start, and it's been a big rivalry over the years, Beckley and South Charleston.
Yeah, well, if you can remember, Beckley ended South Charleston's season
last year.
And it's a lot of the same players.
Miller, it looked like he was going to try to dunk it, and he couldn't get it to go. Basin missed it at point blank. Miller back up, missed it, got it back, and put it back up again.
Yeah, I think Miller was going to try to flush that first one.
Well, he added to his rebounds, too, by missing and getting it back, and there's a Logan foul. And
probably on, I think the new player in the game is Craddock.
As Brown will get to the line.
And Craddock fouled out. with his limited playing time.
So it'll be a couple free throws for Brown.
I think he played 8 minutes and had 5 fouls.
5 fouls, yeah. We can look over there and see. Yep, you're right.
Hey, he made them count, right?
That's right. Brown's free throw is no good. And now the Bobcats are going to empty their bench. So Summers County fought hard, and they played real hard. And at times, Eric, I thought Summers County even played pretty good, but they're just outmanned and outmatched. Logan with the size, speed, and the depth of the bench that Coach Hatcher had.
And one thing that I am picking out, I'm big on the free throws. Two of the best scorers for both teams are Brown for Summers County and Lucas Lambert for Logan. They are combined after that make 4 of 10.
From the line.
3 of 10.
So a minute and a half left in this one. Logan's going to get to 3 and 4. Summers County's going to fall to 3 and 4. Final minute and a half, as I mentioned. The biggest lead's been 20 on more than a couple occasions. I guess as Basin, the putback is good. 20-point lead again. As we come up on the final minute of this one. Adkins, the new player into the game. And there's a turnover. Under a minute left in this one. Here's Wines with it. 3 ball is short that time by Petrie. And Basin will bring it up for Logan. A little short shot into the lane, doesn't go for Hale. And here's Wines for Summers County. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of this one. Here's a 3 on its way. That is short. And that 3 ball put up by Brunny. And now Logan probably just needs to run the clock out. Don't need to shoot anymore. Final 10 seconds of this one. And Good is going to say, I got to have one more crack at it as he misses a 3. And that shot would have counted if it had it went in. With .4, that'll do it. And Logan's going to win this by 20 points. That was the biggest lead they had on several occasions, and that's what it's going to end at. A 20-point Logan victory, 74-54. So Logan will raise its record to 3 and 4. Summers County will fall to 3 and 4. The final score is Logan 74, Summers County 54. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll recap. We'll be right back as you're watching live streaming coverage of the 8th annual New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores and by your Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers here on Video Productions.
The purpose of New River Health is to provide primary medical care to individuals who may not have insurance. We don't turn anybody away based on their ability to pay.
It's just high quality, affordable care close to home.
The administration here lets me take care of patients. If I think it's important to take care of patients in a certain way, they say, go right ahead. And that has really allowed me to sort of branch out and do the right thing for patients in the community.
We see these people every day. They're our neighbors. That's why it's important to us that we treat them as if they're family, because they are our family.
Final score, Logan defeats Summers County 74-54. With the win, Logan will go to 3 and 4. Summers County will fall to 3 and 4. Logan got off to a good start in that midway through the first quarter. They led 20-11 at the end of one. They extended their lead to 18 at the break, 41-23. They led 55-42 at the end of 3, and they win the ball game 74-54. 52-44. We're going to go inside the numbers of this Logan victory. And, Eric, you have the individual totals of this 20-point Wildcat win.
Yeah, for Logan, they had 3 double-figure scores. They had Lucas Lambert with 26. They had Ivan Miller with 17. And Bentley Williamson with 14. Didn't shoot very well from the free throw line. That's one thing they'll need to clean up. To be a state tournament team, I think in some close games, they'll have to shoot better from the free throw line. And on the other end, the only double-figure score for Summers County was Robbie Brown, and I have him with 23 points.
As we take a look at some of the team stats, Logan put up 76 shots. 20 more shots than what Summers County got up. Summers County only got up 56 shots. Logan was 33 of 76 from the floor. And Summers County was 21 of 56. And the three-point shooting, neither team shot it well. Summers County just 3 of 15. Logan 4 of 20. You touched on the free throws as a team. Summers County 9 of 14 from the line. Logan 4 of 13. But here's an amazing stat, or at least I find it amazing, Eric, that Logan out-rebounded Summers County 57-36. Logan had 29 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and that had to do with the big guys down low, Lambert and Miller. They really got after it on the glass.
As far as fast break points, it was kind of even there, 12-10 in Logan's favor. But here was one of the big difference of the many differences in this game. Points in the paint, 52 for Logan to 34 for Summers County.
And that, once again, that goes back to Lucas Lambert and Miller. Total rebounds between the two, they combined for 28 rebounds. Miller with 16 and Lambert with 12.
All right, so that'll do it for this one. The final game of this Tuesday edition of this 8th annual New River CTC Invitational. It will tip at 8 o'clock. It'll be James Monroe against Westside, and we'll come on about 10 minutes till 8 and get you ready for that. We'll take a little break. We'll see you at 7:50 for the 8 o'clock tip between Westside and James Monroe. Until then, we'll be right back as you've been watching live streaming coverage of the 8th annual New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions, being presented by Little General Stores and by Southern West Virginia Chevy dealers.